Devaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om
Bhagavate
Om
Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrutyam
Narayana
Narayanam Namaskrutyam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswanyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Ashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamaśloke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naistiti
Bhaktin Bhavate Naistiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Gopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. So today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, text number 50. 1:18:50. This is the last sloka of this chapter 18. This is the chapter name is Maharaj Parikshit, cursed by the Brahmana boy. So let us please repeat the sloka and the translation behind me. Sloka, let us start. Prāyaśaḥ sattva loke
Parair
parair dvandveṣu yojitāḥ
dvandveṣu yojitāḥ
na vyathanti na hṛṣyanti
hṛṣyanti
yata ātmā guṇāśrayaḥ
yata ātmā guṇāśrayaḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Prāyaśaḥ,
Prāyaśaḥ,
generally.
generally.
Sādhavaḥ,
Sādhavo,
saints.
saint.
Loke,
Loke,
in this world.
in this world.
Paraih, by others.
By others.
Dvandveṣu,
Dvandveṣu,
in duality.
duality.
Yojitāḥ,
Yojitāḥ,
being engaged.
being engaged.
Na,
Never.
vyathanti,
Vyathanti,
distressed.
distress.
Na, nor. hṛṣyanti, takes pleasure.
Takes pleasure.
Yataḥ, because. Ātmā,
Ātmā,
self.
self.
aguṇa-āśrayaḥ,
aguṇa-āśrayaḥ,
transcendental.
transcendental.
Translation and purport by this remaining is Abhay Charna Avadesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. Generally, the transcendentalists, even though engaged by others in the dualities of the material world, are not distressed, nor do they take pleasure in worldly things, for they are transcendentally engaged. Purport: the transcendentalists are the empiric philosophers, the mystic and the devotees of the Lord. Empiric philosophers aim at the perfection of merging into the being of the Absolute. Mystic aim at perceiving the all-pervading super-soul, and the devotees of the Lord are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Personality of Godhead. Since Brahman, Paramātmā and Bhagavān are different phases of the same transcendence, all these transcendentalists are beyond the three modes of material nature. Material distress and happiness are product of the three modes, and therefore the causes of such material distress and happiness have nothing to do with the transcendentalist. The king was a devotee and the rishi was the mystic. Therefore, both of them were unattached to the accidental incident created by the supreme will. The playful child was an instrument in fulfill the Lord's will. Thus, end the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the first canto, 18th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Maharaja Parikshit cursed by a Brahmana boy. Hare Krishna. So this is the last sloka of this chapter, 18th chapter. So here, generally, he is talking about the transcendentalists who are all connected with the Lord. There are three ways the people are connected with the Lord. There are three types of people. One is the philosophers, and another one is the mystic yogis, and last one is the devotees. So their understanding of the Lord is in the three different phases. So Brahman, Paramātmā and Bhagavān. So the empiric philosophers, they will think that merging into the Brahma Jyotir. So Lord is in the form of light. There is no form for the Lord. So he is in the form of light. That is Brahma Jyotir. So their aim is to go and merge with the Lord. That is their aim. So they will work for that. And the next level of devotee, next level of the mystic transcendentalists are mystic yogis. So who are doing the meditation and their concentration on Paramatma, they will try to connect with Paramatma, perceive the Paramatma. So they are the second level of devotees, the second level of transcendentalist. So their concentration only on the Paramatma who are sitting within our heart. Third category of transcendentalists are devotees. They are bhaktas. So what they will do? Devotees, they will connect with the Bhagavan. That is a Bhagavan realization. So there are three types of realization: Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and Bhagavan realization. So the devotees are the perfect people who knows all these three. And other two categories, they are not have the full knowledge about Bhagavan, Lord. There is a analogy Prabhupada used to give always. See, sun is there. So, sunlight is coming from sun, and sun is there, and within the sun God is there. Okay. So here, the empiric philosopher, their understanding is there is a light coming from the sun. They won't understand there is a sun, there is a round disk is there, sun is there. From that, there is a source. From that, light is coming. So they are connected only with the light. They are not go beyond that. So they are empiric philosophers. And the next category is the mystic yogis. They will see only the sun. The sun is kind of a disk is there. So they will concentrate on the sun only. The form of the sun. They are taking the form of sun. And the third category is the Lord. Devotees. What they will think? There is a sun god within that sun. There is a sun god is there. So the devotees can see the light also. They can see. They will see the sun. They will see the sun god. So for the devotees, it's a perfect way of understanding. They have the perfect understanding of the sunlight, sun disk, and sun god. So they know all the three categories. So they are in the topmost of understanding of the Lord. And other two categories are they will connected only with the light and the. So here it is a Brahman and a Paramatma. So their level are not reached up to the Bhagavan. But even though they are in the different categories, they are beyond the material, three modes of material nature. See, in this way, we know that we are all connected with, always connected means the three modes of material natures are controlling us. What are the three modes of material nature? Can anyone say?
Sattva,
Yeah, Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, and
Tamaguna.
Tamo Guna. So it is a goodness. Sattva Guna means mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. Always we are connected with all these modes. So we are always, every second the mode will change for us. So always we are captured by these modes. So what we are doing, the practice, in practicing devotees, what we are doing, we are trying to come out of these three modes. So first of all, if you want to come out of these three modes, first of all, you need to understand we are captured by these three modes. So when you can understand we are captured by three modes, when you are, at least you should be in the mode of goodness, then only there is a chance you can understand that we are captured by these three modes. Otherwise, passion in the sense, I want to do the business, this and that, I want to earn so much of money, I want to save so much of crores of money, like that. They will always in the mode of passion, I want to do this, do that. So they can't understand that this is because of the passion, mode of passion, Rajoguna, I'm doing this. They can understand because they are captured by the mode. And the third category is the mode of ignorance. They are always this, I born here to enjoy my life. Let me eat, let me sleep. Aram say, let me, the mode of ignorance. They will be always, okay, let my body take rest. Let me sleep for some more time. They will always in the down mode, and ignorance in the sense they will take care, they will get into the mode of like liquor, cigarette, the sense gratification. They will give more priority to the sense gratification, who are more affected by the mode of ignorance. And the goodness of people, if the person in the mode of goodness, the sattva guna, their mentality is, okay, let me understand about the God, let me go to the temple, let me do some service. This kind of mood will be there. That time it is a sattva guna. So these three gunas always will be there. It is capturing us here and there. Either of the guna will increase in the day or decrease in the day, and it will go. There won't be any stable in a day. Okay, today I will be fully in the sattva mode, fully I will be in the ignorance mode, fully in the passion mode. It's not like that. It is a mixed always. So because all these three gunas, it's kind of a three rope. There are some devatas in the top, three more devatas. They are controlling us. We are just a puppet. They are controlling us. So if you wanted to understand the Lord, you need to come out of this self-relation. For the self-realization, we need to come out of these three modes. So how to come out of these three modes? By doing the devotional service, and we can come out of the three modes. So in order to do the think about the devotional service itself, you need to come to at least to the goodness, mode of goodness. Otherwise, it is not possible for us. So once the person in the mode of goodness, he will think about, let me connect to the God. Let me chant in the morning. Let me wake up early in the morning. Let me chant the holy name of the Lord. Let me do some service to the Lord. Let me prepare some prasadam for the Lord. Let me read some books. Let me hear some lectures about the Lord. So these are all will happen when a person in the mode of goodness. So we can really understand what mode we are in. So other people who are outside people, they don't know about these modes and all. They will be there, whatever is going, it is coming in. But we can categorize ourselves because we know there are three modes controlling us. So whatever the mode I am in currently, we can easily realize that. Our mind can tell, okay, currently I am in which mode. Since we are discussing in Srimad Bhagavatam, you are all eagerly hearing, you are chanted in the morning. So we are in the mode of goodness now. So after an hour, we will start our office work. We need to send our children to the school. Then we will get into the mode of passion. Haribari will do all those things. Then we'll get into the office. We will become in a mode of passion. It will be always. It will be a mode of, all the modes will be mixed, but one of the mode will be predominant. So once we are in the office, we need to do something, this thing, that. Then we will be in the mode of passion. And once we down in the evening, okay, let me go and take rest. It is so much of traffic, this and that. There are so much of work in the office. We'll come to the home. Let me take some rest. Let me sleep. Then that is mode of ignorance, predominant in that. So in the morning, the sattva guna will be predominant, and early morning and late morning and the afternoon until evening, the rajoguna will be there. After the evening and the night, ignorance, mode of ignorance, the tamoguna will be there predominantly. But all the modes are mixed only. So when we are coming out of these mixed modes, then only we are in the transcendental position. That is a fourth category is there, Sutta Sattva. It is out of these three modes. It is not controlled by the Devatas, three modes. It is out of Sutta Sattva. That is the way. Then when we come into the stage, Sutta Sattva stage, then directly we can connect with the Lord. So our aim is to make our day maximum in the mode of goodness, so that we can think about the Lord, we can hear about the Lord, we can read about the Lord, then we can chat about the Lord, then we can slowly we can progress towards the Sutta Sattva mode. So this is the always we should be there. And here Prabhupada is explaining that these two who are all the two fellows we are talking about in this sloka is the king and the rishi. So the king is the devotee of the Lord, and the rishi is the mystic yogi. He is doing the meditation. So since they are king and the rishi, both are transcendental category people. They are not attached with the material things. They are out of this material distress. So they won't, their happiness and distress for them it is equal. They won't categorize that happiness is different and distress is different. For them it is both are equal, because their aim is to connect with the Supreme Lord in any form. So the mystic yogi, he will concentrate on the Paramātmā, and the devotee, they will concentrate on the Bhagavān, the Lord directly. So these two are transcendental people. So they won't connect with the material distress and happiness. They are affected with not affected with the material distress and happiness. Because that's the reason that the devotee, the king also left all this. When he cursed by the Brahmana boy, he left everything and he walked away from the home, and he searched for the Supreme Lord. He wanted to get into the understand about the Supreme Lord, and he wanted to make his life perfect. So he left that. Immediately he left everything. All the kingly opulences, everything he left, and he left on the home. And the rishi, anyway, he is already staying in the head. There's nothing, he don't have anything in the materially, he not reached. And also, even the king, that king disrespected him by garlanding a death snake. That time also he is not much, because he is not a distress. Yes, that is part of our. Because my aim is to connect with the Lord. So I'm not affected with happiness or distress. So that is, he is also left the things. So this is the way the transcendentalist people will be there. They are not affected with the happiness or distress. In Bhagavad Gita, the starting only, the chapter 2 only, that's why the chapter 2.14, second chapter 14 sloka, that's why Krishna is saying that Matra sparsastu kaundeya sidoshna sugha dukkataha agama payuno nityas tamsati sasva bharata. Why it is Krishna is saying, what he is saying that, O son of Kundi, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like a appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise from sense perception, O son of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So the lesson, see, Bhagavad Gita, it is giving the knowledge to the people like us, not only for Arjuna, it is for us only. So initially only Krishna is saying that, see, it is a non-permanent appearance. So he is calling the happiness and distress are non-permanent appearance. How he is comparing with the happiness and distress with the winter and summer season. So now it is a winter season is going on. After January, what will be there? It will be summer. It is full of, now we are finding the sweaters, we are coming the kambal, everything we are doing. We are trying to safeguard ourselves. Once it is winter season over, it will be, definitely it is going to be over. It is not like that always it will be a winter season. After a month, it is going to be a summer. Then we will remove everything and we will see, let me wear some light cloth, some cotton cloths. It is so much of hot or so much of humidity. That's the way we will speak. So how the seasons are not permanent, winter and summer season are not permanent. Similar way, the happiness and distress are not permanent. That's why Krishna clearly calling it as not permanent appearance of happiness and distress. And their disappearance starts in due course of time. How it is, the winter and summer season is going away, changing immediately. Now we are in the happiness mode. Then immediately after some time, it will be a distress mode. After some day, it is becoming a happiness again. So the happiness and distress, it will come and go. So don't get affected by this. You need to tolerate both of them. That's what he is saying. Don't get. That's why last line he is saying that. O sign of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So don't get disturbed by this happiness and distress. Tolerate them. That's what he is saying. So we should not materially happy. Okay, I'm getting the promotion, I'm getting the hike in the company. Don't want to disturb, don't want to happy. We just say it is by the will of the Lord. This is the Lord is arranging this. So how can I serve the Lord with this? So Lord gave me this promotion. Lord gave this opportunity. How can I utilize this for a Lord's service? So that in that way we need to think. That is the when it beyond the happiness. That is a distress. When we are in the distress, we lost some relatives, we lost some things, we lost some money. So we don't want to worry about this. This is also will of the Lord. So this is the particular time this is supposed to happen to me, is giving me a lesson that I need to be not attached to that. So we need to think about immediately, we need to remember this sloka. Krishna is saying that distress will come. We should not disturb by that. So I'm away from that distress. So let it be, because this is because of my karma, it is happening with me. So I'm not disturbed with that. So in that way, we need to think when we are in the distress. So when we are not attaching with the happiness or distress, then there is no duality there. We are come out of the duality. So when we are come out of the duality, then we can think about the Lord constantly. That is the position. But immediately it is not possible to leave the happiness and distress. The perception will be there, something in our heart, but we need to remember this Krishna's teaching, and we need to try to come out of this all these statuses. So this is our practicing time. So now we need to practice all those things. So this is the practicing time. So we need to remember whenever we are getting into this modes, we need to understand that I am in this particular mode, and I'm in the happiness mode, I am in the distress mode. So I should not attach to that, and we need to think about the Lord. And also in Bhagavad Gita, the same chapter, second chapter, 45th sloka, what is saying? Krishna is saying that about this three modes of material nature. Traiguna Vishaya Veda Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna Nirvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Shema Atmavan. So what he is saying that the Vedas, the four Vedas, whatever the four Vedas we have the scriptures, the Vedas deal mainly with the subject matter of three modes of material nature. Oh Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties to gain and safety, and be established in the self. So this is again one more advice Krishna is giving, that these Vedas. So immediately once we become the mode of goodness, all the Brahmanas, what they will do, they will try to learn the Vedas. So by learning the Vedas, as per the Veda, if you want to live, that is also, so there is, in the Vedas also, it is described about the three modes of material nature. So we don't want to deal with that also. So he is saying that Vedas also, it is mainly talking about these three Vedas. Don't want to get into that. So be free from the dualities, all the anxieties. So be established in the self. So that is when we are established in the self, when we understand the self, who I am, and who is God, and what is the connection between me and God, and what I should do in this human life, and what is our goal of life. If you understand all these things, and every day we need to contemplate, every day we need to take the one step ahead from the previous day. The previous day I was in the Simas, little distress was there. The next day, we need to remember, and again to chant, again to pray to the Guru and Krishna that please take me out of this modes of nature, because I am getting affected with this. Please, I am trying, I wanted to come out of this material natures, come out of these dualities. Please help me, Guru, help me, Lord. So definitely they will help. Then we can come out of this three modes of material nature, and the happiness and distresses, the dualities, we can come out from this. So once we come out of this dualities, and once we come out of this modes of nature, then the transcendental path was open for us. We can get into the Sutta Sattva stage, that is to self-realization. Who am I? We can understand the first realization. Who am I? Then we can understand who is God. Then we can understand what is the connection between me and God and what should I do. So this is the day-to-day practice. So it is said that you can't practice everything at your same day. It is not okay. I'm reading all those things. There are if you see the Vaisnava qualities of, it is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are some 26 qualities are mentioned. And there are many qualities are there. In the 26 qualities are predominant. So if you try to practice the 26 qualities, it is not possible for us to practice on the overnight, to understand overnight and practice overnight. It is not possible. Take one and practice for a month. Then once you practice that for a month, then it will be your habit. See, the similar thing, so first thing, the Vaishnava devotees, they should wake up in the morning and before sunrise, they have to take bath and apply tilak and chant the holy name of the Lord. This is the first we can take. How can I wake up early in the morning? Anyway, we are all waking up in the morning, but it should be consistent. It is not that I am waking up now, after some days I will sleep. It's not like that. If you have any really, you are not able to sleep at the night, there is some exception will be there, but that exception also we try to accommodate. But we are not in that position to overcome those things because we are more connected with the office work, this and all. So physically also we are we will be low. So better, at least consistently should be there in the practicing of this morning, waking up in the morning, taking bath before sunrise. So it is said that if you are taking bath before sunrise, that is where you are doing it for the Lord. During sunrise, it is doing for yourself. And after sunrise, it is a kind of a demonic nature. You're taking the bath. So this is the way it is mentioned in the scriptures. In the Vedas, it is mentioned like that. So better wake up early in the morning, take bath, apply tilak, and sit for the chanting the holy name of the Lord. So in that way, so we can always, morning itself, we will start your work in the out of these three modes. Whatever we are doing, the spiritual activity, chanting of the holy name of the Lord, taking bath in the morning, applying the tilak and chanting the holy name of the Lord, this is the transcendental activities, which is out of these three modes. So morning itself, you are making, you already coming into the, once you waking up, it is mode of goodness. So from that, you are trying to go one step ahead out of these three modes, that is Shuddha Sattva stage. So when we are practicing this consistently, every day, constantly, the same time, then definitely it will become our habit. Our mood will be in come to the Shuddha Sattva stage and very easily. So for that, we need to practice consistently. So please make sure that we are doing this sadhana. We need to have the resolution, New Year resolution we will take, right? So similarly, now 2024 resolution, we should take okay, this year I will practice myself to wake up early in the morning and take bath before sunrise, apply tilak and complete. I will do the chanting, start my chanting. This is the resolution we need to take. You can wake up by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, but 5:40, before 5:45, that the sun is rise in Bangalore. So before 5:45, you have to wake up. So try that. Okay. So this is the way we can come out of these three modes of material nature and come out of these three dualities. We can get into the Shuddha Sattva stage and we can progress in bhakti. So that is transcendental. So that's what Krishna wanted from us. So please practice that. And here, this is the last sloka of this 18th chapter. It is Krishna, here the Bhagavatam, we are discussing that these two personalities, but they already, the transcendental stage, one is the Rishi, he is the mystic yogi, and another one is the Parchit Maharaj, he is a devotee of the Lord. Both are out of these dualities because they are the transcendentalist. They are connected with the Lord. That's the reason they are come out of this transcendental, they are come out of this they are out of three modes of nature, out of dualities. That's the reason they are able to leave the Rishi able to disrespect, whatever the disrespect happened to him, he never took this as a problem. And Parshit Maharaj also, when he caused the curse, he also, I'm going to die. He never took that as a problem. He ready for that. So this is the way that transcendental can live. We can also get into the transcendental mode by practicing the devotional service properly, regularly. हरे कृष्णा। वृंदराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।
जय।
हरे कृष्णा।